Thank you so much, Tony. You are such a great partner, and the future is definitely bright. There are so many wonderful things happening here in Oneida County, in the city of Utica. But you mentioned the word challenges, and we're going to talk about that a little bit. I want to start out with a simple question. What do you think about every single morning when you wake up? When you wake up and you start your day, what's the first thing on your mind? Is it your employees? Is it your customers? Is it making payroll, growing your business, solving the next challenge? Because I can tell you this, for me and for my team, for our board of directors, when we wake up every single morning, we are thinking about you. Over the last year alone, that's meant supporting 600 member businesses, hosting 75 events and programs at your organizations, and engaging over 4,500 individuals across networking, small business education, advocacy, and professional development. Your challenges, your goals, your successes, and what we can do every single day to help you move forward. Because let's be honest, doing business anywhere is hard. Doing business in New York, that comes with its own special set of challenges. While we may not be able to control all of that, we wake up every day asking, how do we make the greater Utica area a place where businesses can succeed despite those challenges? How do we help you to have what you need to grow? And the answer is not one thing. It's not one program, it's not one initiative, it's a puzzle. And sometimes that looks like helping a manufacturer find workforce and childcare solutions. Sometimes it looks like helping a small business access funding. And sometimes it's sitting around our table with our partners in government and education to solve problems that no one business cannot solve alone. A puzzle made up of workforce, childcare, talent, infrastructure, partnerships, and people. And every single day, we are working hard to help put those pieces together. Because this work goes far beyond events or networking, it's all about the bigger picture. It's about making sure we have a strong pipeline of talent, that your employees feel supported, not just at work, but in life, and that our community has access to childcare, transportation, housing, investment, and opportunity. It's about bringing all of those resources into this region through advocacy, through grants, through partnership, so that our businesses and our people can thrive. But here's the reality. The puzzle is complex, and no one organization can solve it alone. It takes collaboration. Just this past year, collaboration looked like bringing together Varick Street business owners in the city of Utica to talk about how we can reinvigorate a district together. Launching Unleash the Feast, supporting over 60 restaurants across Oneida County, boosting foot traffic, increasing sales, and with our media partners telling the stories of local culinary entrepreneurs. Partnering with schools, nonprofits, civic organizations to launch the National Civics Bee, engaging students from across 10 counties, and what those students talked about: mental health, walkability, sustainability, childhood poverty. These are our middle school students in our community thinking critically, proposing real solutions, solving problems, becoming the next generation of leaders. And if we're being honest, that puzzle is getting more complicated. AI, workforce readiness gaps, generational shifts, changing expectations about how we work and where we work, the silver tsunami, local capital access, and all of this while making sure we represent the diverse and evolving community that we serve. Because what we've learned is this: being a chamber today means more than holding on to a few puzzle pieces. It means helping to connect the entire puzzle. Yes, we are proud to be your voice. Yes, we are grateful for your membership. But today's challenges require more. They require action, they require solutions, they require deeper collaboration. And that's why this past year, we launched the Greater Utica Chamber Foundation. Through the foundation, we are working on initiatives around talent, leadership, cross-sector collaboration, identifying real fundable solutions that businesses can plug into. And while that means letting go of events that don't directly tie into our mission, even if they were really fun, sayonara choo-choo, it means we get to roll up our sleeves and lean into work that matters for decades to come. We took a bold leap and we're asking you to join us. If you've ever thought, I want to be part of the solution, but I don't know where to start, this is where you start. Because if we're missing voices at the table, we're missing a piece of the puzzle. For me personally, this past year, that work has deepened. I've had the opportunity to be a part of the U.S. Chamber Foundation's Business Lead Fellowships program, bringing together 35 leaders across the country, many from communities that look like ours, places navigating aging infrastructure, changing economies, and outward migration. Different places, same puzzle. And what we're seeing is this. The communities that are winning are ones aligning business, education, and government around shared solutions. I even have access to a solutions bank for communities that are solving challenges just like ours. One of the very first things we talked about, childcare. Because across our country, communities are realizing you cannot solve workforce if you don't solve childcare. In fact, a report from the New York State Comptroller identified the Mohawk Valley as having one of the largest childcare deserts in the state. Our county is discovering solutions. Together, under the leadership of County Executive Anthony Pacente, I was asked to serve on the Oneida Child Care Task Force, working with employers, providers, Cornell Cooperative Extension's Child Care Council, and through discussions and collaborations, the county launched an innovative program with a real return on investment, helping people get back into the workforce, stabilizing employers, and reducing barriers to employment. Because at the end of the day, this is about your workforce showing up. And now with the expansion of the 45X tax credit, businesses have even more opportunities than ever to be a part of the solution. Let's create more solutions because let's face the reality, you're already paying the cost of childcare crisis in your business. This isn't just a workforce issue, it's a two-generation issue. It impacts the employees who can't come to work today, but also the child whose brain is developing before the age of 3, where the skills we need in our workforce, communication, adaptability, problem solving, are first built. So when we talk about workforce, we're talking about building the puzzle from the very beginning. That leads us to another critical piece, which the county executive also referred to, talent attraction and retention. Because if we build strong systems, we still have to answer. How do we bring them here and keep them here? We've been working with our partners to be intentional, to hope that people don't just find Utica, but actively sell and promote this region as a place to build a career and a life. This year, we're taking that further through our What's Up State intern experience. Yesterday, we brought together businesses to talk about meaningful work-based learning experiences with local partner and national experts from the Griffith Institute. Because internships just aren't a program. They are one of the most powerful pieces of the puzzle. And if you're thinking, I don't have the resources, you're not alone. There are funding streams out there. There are partners, there are supporters, and we can help you. But right now, we're losing that opportunity. Students are leaving. They're taking internships elsewhere, and they're building their lives there. Not because they want to leave, but because they don't know how to find where the opportunity is. Next week, there are 46 MBA students at Utica University working on their capstone program. They are ready to solve your challenges. They are ready to contribute, and they are ready to build their future. They are looking for you for meaningful work-based experiences where they can grow their career. And where they intern is where they tend to stay. So the question is, are we giving them a reason to stay? If you've ever thought about hosting an intern, or even if you haven't, come talk to us. We will walk you through it. We will connect you to students. We will help you find funding. We can make it doable. We can connect the pieces, but we cannot complete the puzzle without you. Every business in this room holds a piece. When we step back and we look at all of this, workforce, childcare, talent, partnerships, what we're really talking about is the puzzle. And what I know is this community has all the pieces. They're right here in this room. We're not missing any pieces of the puzzle. We just need help keep putting them together. And if you're not sure what your place is, that's our job. Come sit down and talk with us. Tell us about your challenges. Tell us about what keeps you up at night. And we will help identify where you can plug in and where you can make the biggest impact. If anything that you've heard has resonated with you here today, come find me. Let's start a conversation. So my ask of you today is, find your place, find your piece, own it, invest in it, be part of the solution. Because when every piece shows up, that's when we don't react to change, we lead it. That's when the greater Utica area becomes not just a place we work, but a place we build together. Thank you.